Actually, Milburn community artist, cultural organizer. It came out of a program that I was working with Baltimore Freedom Academy. I had 4 interns whose job it was to envision what it looked like about community. What does community service look like? And they came up with this project called What I Said, that they wanted sculptures, and they did little models. And then the internship ended without us completing this step. So the Kresge Grant was an attempt to continue that process. And so we identified 3 areas as a pilot project. Parks and People Foundation is committed to now have sculptures on their lots. It's a program that seems to have been identified by community as icons for what their belief systems are. So it's really neat to see it. We have 3 lots. We have 1 more that we have to install. That's a theme developed by the GED class at Bon Secours. And their theme is community, faith, nurturing, and family. The next one is Boyd Booth Community Association on Pulaski, and their theme is legacy. It's a sculpture that deals with their icons for old folks pointing, you know how your mother used to point at you, don't do that. On top of their shoulder is a young woman holding up a baby. We met with Lockman Bundy, told them that we had the grant, that we were looking for a group of kids that were interested enough to come up with a theme. So we worked with their parents, the Parent Teachers Association, and the children about their vision of what Believe in Us looked like. And it was celebrating, it was play. Kenny's job, the artist apprentice, was to interpret and form what he heard about community voice. One of the things Lockman Bundy wanted was a reading place. One of the things that Lockman Bundy wanted, that's the administration and the students, was joy. We don't celebrate enough. We don't see that in this community enough. So the concept and Kenny's style created this joyous sort of interlocking form. So between the school and the children and the parents struggling with what their belief system looks like, and the artist struggling with how to interpret that. So we went back and forth and got confirmation on every level, showed them a model and that sort of thing. We brought this out about 2 weeks ago and set it up and asked them for final approval, and Kenny's been working hard at it. To see community artists that lives in the area working with a community group of kids coming up and visualizing created the most impressive and dynamic thing I've ever seen. But with community arts, you're creating with environments, you're creating with masses of people, and you're creating with individual people. That, I think, is the role of artists working in community, is to help community visualize their belief system, not to do it, not to impose things on it, but to truly act as a conduit, a resource for them.
Hope for us.
Trustworthy and love.
Respect and loyalty.
Believe in us and never give up.
Our children can make a difference.
Blend cultural colors. Be nice to the earth.
We can believe in our community.
No.
Be good to the land.
Always respect the adults and your community.